911. 118, go ahead.
It's literally the lifeline of society.
We're a source to send you help from the law enforcement officers, fire, EMS.
Calmly and quickly, dispatchers rush emergency crews to help people when they need help the most.
We try to get people help as fast as we can.
The problem? Not every call they get even comes close to qualifying as an emergency.
We have some folks that use 911 to find out general information.
How can I help you? I was trying to change the SIM card on my cell phone, but I don't know how to get the PIN.
We're not a source of information.
I'm talking about the muskrat.
Have you tried maybe the internet to see any information about?
I don't got internet. Can you look up for me?
It can get frustrating.
One of the most common abuses of 911 calls for directions.
911 Wichita, what city is your emergency in?
I'm in Wichita and I'm lost. I'm trying to get back to Topeka. And somebody put me on 96 East. And I'm trying to get to 135 North.
We get directions all the time. People who are lost and they don't know where to go.
We're not a source to find out how to get somewhere, how to activate electronic equipment, the time of day. We're here to provide you public safety assistance.
Frederick County 911, what city is your emergency in?
Every city in the United States.
Okay, what's going on tonight?
We claim eminent domain on all government-owned property.
This caller's upset, believing the government is selling out the nation to corporate interests.
So they can get rich.
The dispatchers have him on the line for over 3.5 minutes, trying to make sure he's in no danger of hurting himself or anybody else.
I need your help. I need your help to get this word out to the people.
I can let you talk to a police officer.
What's that?
I can let you talk to a police officer.
Well, he's not going to do nothing but shoot.
We took time away from answering another phone call to answer their phone call, and it may take us a little while to figure out that they truly don't have a problem, that they're just wanting information.
Here at the 911 Center, they take nearly 500,000 phone calls a year. In Sedgwick County, they don't keep track of how many of them are not necessary, but nationwide, that number is around 1 in 3.
We'd really like to be available to answer the emergency calls, and if they're using us for something other than an emergency or not responsibly using their cell phone, it can impact somebody else's ability to get some assistance.
Dispatchers don't want to discourage people from calling 911. They just have one requirement. When they ask you what your emergency is,
well, I want to get hold of the governor. I want to get hold of the president.
Make sure that you actually have one. Justin Kraemer, KSN News. It's responsible for some of the most vibrant, iconic photographs ever taken. It was the first color film sold. It documented history, as well as countless family vacations. But now, after more than 70 years on the market, Kodak has announced, in a digital world, there's no room left for Kodachrome film, and they'll no longer make it.
Okay, this is the Kodachrome film processor.
It's disappointing news to one small Kansas company.
I really think this is the, end of an era.
This is the only place on Earth that processes the original color film.
This is the only processor left in the world.
At one time during its heyday in the 50s, 60s, and 70s, dozens of labs around the world processed Kodachrome film. Today, Dwayne's Photo in Parsons, Kansas is the only one left. Grant Steinley took over the family shop from his father. He says about 20% of their business comes from developing Kodachrome film.
We were sad and disappointed. We had hoped that Kodachrome film would last longer, but we knew it was coming at some point.
The reason this lab in Parsons is the only one left in the world developing Kodachrome is because even by film standards, turning this film into photos is a very complicated process.
Out here we have the magenta developer, there's a wash, there's a bleach, a fixer to remove the silver from the film, another wash step, then we come to the dryer and it takes up here at the end of the processor. It used to be a really magical event. You're standing in a dark room and you see an image appear out of nothing in a tray on a piece of photographic paper, and now it's like click and I see it on the back of my cell phone.
Running film through all these baths of chemicals mixed in the shop's laboratory to make a photo may seem almost shocking now in a world where all you have to do is point a cell phone and your image can be found on the internet for thousands to see in just seconds.
And part of the magic of photography really has disappeared with this change in technology.
While Kodachrome film will soon disappear from the shelves, Dwayne's Photo has promised Kodak they'll continue to develop the film for another year. Kodak plans to give the last roll of Kodachrome to award-winning photographer Steve McCurry. He's the man responsible for this haunting photo of an Afghan refugee from 1984. McCurry's last roll will be turned into an exhibit at a museum in Rochester, New York, where Kodak is headquartered. Steinle says Dwayne's Photo plans to make that roll the very last they process.
Many of the images that we think of that symbolize the 20th century were all captured on that film. So, it's the end of an era. It really was an icon.
After that roll is developed, Kodachrome will be gone forever, and so will a Kansas company's unique role in providing the world a more colorful view of itself. Justin Kraemer, KSN News.